we're going to talk about the proper way to remove and replace a front-wheel drive vehicle's ball joint. In this clip, we're going to talk about removal of the brake hardware, your brake pads, and your caliper bridge. The caliper bridge is this large piece of cast iron right here. Your hardware is going to consist of these metal clips and these return springs, and of course your brake pads. You have your outboard and your inboard right there. First and foremost, we're going to remove our return springs. Just give them a little squeeze. You may or may not have these on your vehicle. This one in particular does, of course. We'll set that on our magnetic tray. They're identical. The top one can go in the bottom place. The bottom one can go in the top place. We'll wiggle out our inboard brake pad. It's okay to go ahead and use a flat screwdriver with very slight outward pressure. You don't want to damage the friction material. This is your friction material right here. You don't want to put nicks or gouges in it. That will undermine the integrity of your brake pad. All right, we got one of our hardware clips. These are called anti-rattle clips. They're made of a hardened steel, and it's what the pads ride on. You can't have the hard steel pad riding on the cast iron of the bridge. The steel will wear the heck out of it. So they put these shims in there so it gives it another hard surface to mate to. We're going to pop this upper one off as well. The caliper bridge is going to have an upper and lower mounting bolt. In particular, these are 17 millimeters. I have my Craftsman half-inch drive socket wrench and my 17 mil 12-point socket. We'll make sure we got our wrench in the right direction. There we go. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. We'll put her on there and give her a tug. You're going to have to put a little bit of muscle into these bolts to get them off. It's a good idea to break them both loose before you try and take just one of them out. If you were to take just the bottom one out and try and break the top one out, it may roll your caliper bridge up and out of the way, and it'll be really difficult to work on. Okay, once you have the lower and upper caliper bridge bolts broke loose, you can go ahead and sit down and actually get the work done. So you can see what I'm doing with my right hand index finger is applying a little bit of drag to my socket. No problem with it going this way, but when you go to ratchet it, if the bolt's loose enough, it'll just freewheel on you. You see how that is? If you take and apply some drag to it, you'll get your ratcheting action. You'll get more of an effective stroke out of your socket wrench. Once they're hand tight, you go ahead and unscrew them and remove your caliper bridge. These here are our mounting bolts. We'll take and place them in our magnetic tray and slip off the brake rotor. That's the proper way to remove your caliper bridge and brake rotor.